वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू, है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू,
है वतन वतन मेरे आबाद रहे तू।
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ मैं याद रहे तू,
मैं जहाँ रहूँ जहाँ में याद रहे तू।
Hello and welcome to Zakir Hussain Delhi College. This is Abdul Hamid from the English department and welcome to the BA program orientation this evening. We are hosted by Dr. Muhammad Afzal. Over to you, Afzal sir.
Thank you, Abdul. Respected Principal Professor Sangeeta Pandita, Convener of BA Program Committee Professor Muhammad Arif, College Nodal Officer Professor J.S. Toteja, my colleagues and dear students. Welcome to the orientation of BA program for the academic year 21-22. Dear students, first of all, I want to congratulate you for an excellent selection of college. The origins of Zakir Hussain Delhi College date back to the last decade of the 17th century, a college that has played a pioneering role in the educational scenario of North India. Our honorable principal has already enlightened you on this subject in the college orientation program. Students, I also urge you to watch our college documentary and read Parnow's book to understand the importance of this grand educational institution and its legacy. Now I request the technical staff to play College Tarana.
We'll have the College Tarana now. Professor Toteja, please start that.
I hope you enjoyed listening to this song. Now it is time to introduce the principal of our college, Professor Sangeeta Pandita. Dr. Pandita is professor of chemistry at Zakir Hussain Delhi College. She holds a PhD from University of Delhi, and her area of specialization is organic chemistry. She has undertaken many research projects from UGC and DU in collaboration with many of her colleagues. Professor Pandita is the recipient of umpteen awards and distinctions, including the gold medal for securing first rank at MSc Chemistry exam in Banaras Hindu University, the Center for Advanced Studies Fellowship at Department of Chemistry, and Summer Teachers Research Fellowship at IISc Bangalore. In addition to her illustrious career and long list of research publications, she also served as the president of Chemistry Society and is the founder member of the Quiz Society of her college. I request Professor Sangeeta Pandita to deliver her inaugural address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Afzal. I am humbled at the introduction you gave. I wasn't prepared to listen to all this. But anyway, thank you so much for all those words. Dear students, you must have heard me in the morning speak to you, address you in the morning. But, I was very intently listening to the college Tarana played a short while ago. And everything I have to say is perhaps embedded in that Tarana. So, it's so joyful, it's so, lyrical, it is so tuneful. And the happiness on the face of children who were singing it, it was too much for me. It was too much. And I just tell you, everything that we have to say as a college is, embedded in each of those couplets. And I can't, I feel so tempted to tell you who's written this, the lyrics. The lyrics have been written by one of the professors who's now retired of Urdu department of this college. And, there is somebody gave me a cassette of this song many years ago saying, can you please make it slightly better? So I took it to a specialist, and he said, ma'am, I just can't touch it. It is so beautifully done. There's nothing wrong with it. Please go ahead, and this tune stays with us. So I would suggest you re-listen to it again, slowly, and there would be a couple of words which you may not understand, but they're very simple words. You can search on the dictionary and find meanings of those. And I would like you to, listen to each one again and think for a while and then go to the next one. I'm sure you will get all that we want to convey to you. That this is a path where there is lots to learn, and education, ye ilm hi ka faiz hai ki aadmi hai aadmi. In modern times, I think this is becoming much more important for us to look at life like that, because the human connect is losing. The digital guys are taking over. So please be careful that you use it for what it is meant to be used for, and let it not tramp on the human territory, in the territory of human relationships between student and teacher, amongst students and fellow human beings. So those values are very dear to us. We value humanistic values. This is the foundation of this college, and I hope you will imbibe all of that during your 3 years of study through various platforms that you may have come across in the morning presentation. Those are awaiting you, right? And this combination of, because this is a BA program and there are several mind-boggling combinations, and these combinations were not, available to us when we were students. One couldn't think of having a program in, human resource and something else. These are dream combinations, and those of you who have got into these combinations are actually on path to becoming, much better learners. You very well into the not only in the job market, but also certain further studies that you wish to do. You have lots of options, right? And these 3 years that you are with us, you will, I would like you to see the change in yourself, right? Because you'll grow slowly. In first semester, you'll learn something. Concentrate at the moment of the first semester that is ahead of you, because it is a transition from school to college. It's a big transition in the sense that the course structure is going to be very different from what you have been used to. Combinations you will be asked to choose, you will be asked to fit into those combinations, and all of that is true, and it represents a different level of engagement. So all of that will come to you slowly, but never mind, we have a wonderful team of teachers, the support staff, everybody is there to uh, uh, put you in the right place, to help you at every stage, so that you don't have that gumrahi, the feeling of gumrahi hota hai kai bari. Parents ko hota hai ki hamare bacche sahi jagah gaye hain, गुमराह तो नहीं हो जाएंगे. बट लेट मी रिमाइंड यू दैट वो खौफ गुमराही नहीं होगा, क्योंकि हमारे टीचर्स बहुत अच्छे से आपको दे विल इंस्टॉल यू, राइट. So we have been, they will put you in the right places, show you the right path, and be there always with you, engaging with you, discussing with you your problems, no matter how small or big they are. We have mechanisms to deal with those problems all along. So please feel at home. Please feel, but I must remind you also that there are certain things that students are expected to do. And one of the things is that you have to follow a bare minimum of discipline that will guarantee your freedom of thought, freedom of expression. Because if you're engaged in those activities, then you will not have space to, move your intellectual prowess around. So if you take it as something which has to be done, okay, adhere to, and move on in life. But your horizons of intellectual horizons will truly expand, because we have very distinguished faculty here, very dedicated to their core teaching, as well as they will don't mind walking 3-4 steps along with you and showing you the path. So do engage with them, do seek their, counsel, do seek their company rather. Sometimes, on a walk, simple walk with the teacher for about 100 feet will teach you something that nobody can teach you all your life. That's what most scientists write in their biographies, that it's the evening walks in the, the forests of Germany that some of the brightest minds have worked. The spark has arisen there. So you never know. So don't miss those opportunities of, talking to your teachers, discussing your problems with them, discussing the, the subject. You never know what stimulates you when. So when it does, do engage more profoundly with them. The college is there to support you in all your activities, provide you all kinds of platforms, of which you must make good use of them, right? And as far as your responsibilities are concerned as students, you see, there is in sociology we say there are role obligations. So your role as a student, you have certain obligations. Do abide by those, and rest will be taken care of. Okay, so once again, we welcome you all heartily to this college. There's lots to discover, lots to do, lots to engage in, and I'm sure some of you, because you will have that kind of exposure during your courses, that you will certainly start writing. I would love some students to start writing good articles. Maybe the history fascinates you, maybe something else fascinates you, but do start writing. It's very important. It makes you a complete human being, right? So I think we will stop here and let Dr. Afzal take over, because we are running short of time. Thank you so much, and welcome once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enlightening words. Now I request Professor Tuteja to take our students on a virtual tour of our college. Professor Tuteja?
Every institution has a history, a story of its evolution and its grandeur, of its civilization progress, of its contributions to nation building, and the manifold ways in which it becomes part of the historic process in a society. Sometimes an institution itself becomes the history of a nation, of civilization, of the ups and downs in a society. Such institutions do not just become part of the historic process, they create history for societies and nations. They make and they witness the
journey that awaits you all. Welcome once again.
Batch of 2024, welcome to Zakir Hussain Delhi College. I am Akshi Sharma from 3rd year BA English Honours, and today I will take you around this campus on the virtual tour. As you are eagerly waiting to visit the college for regular classes in the physical mode, the college has prepared itself with the state-of-its-art facilities to welcome you and help you grow as excellent graduates of the University of Delhi. Come on, let's walk around the campus. As you enter the college, you need to show your ID cards to the guards and get your temperature checked. After showing your vaccination certificates, you need to sanitize your hands. After sanitizing your hands, you are finally inside the campus and ready to explore it. As we move forward, this is the NCC flag station and roll of honor. To your right is the boys' common room, commonly called PCR. This is the place where male students can be at ease. Here is the Canara Bank ZTC branch, where you can conveniently manage your finances. This, dear girls, is a girls' common room. For the next 3 years, this will be your go-to place when you feel like taking a break or being at peace. Finally, the canteen. From tasty chili potatoes to a hot cup of tea, the canteen has a long menu when you are hungry or otherwise. As we are going ahead, the beautiful garden here is called the Rose Garden. ZHTC no doubt has the best gardens in the entire DU circuit. Here, as you can see, is the national flag, and what you see beyond the flag is our new college building, which is one of the biggest college buildings in DU. Standing tall in front of us is the science block. Let's go in and check the labs now. These are the labs where you will be experimenting and learning. This room here is the medical room for first aid and healthcare. This is also the place where counseling sessions take place. As we go further, here is the Mirza Mahmud Beg Library. The college's library has books of almost all subjects and genres, ranging from most to least popular. Dear students, our college library is one of the biggest and oldest in the university. You can also bring your laptop or books with you and spend some quality time reading, learning, and researching here. Upstairs is the reputed Salman Ghani Hashmi Auditorium. This huge hall is the place where all the major events take place. The windows in front of us are part of the administrative block. We have 4 separate windows. Window number 1 is dedicated to serve BA program students. Window 2 looks after all BA honors students. Window 7 is for the commerce students, and window 9 is where science students go for their work. In case you are in need of any help beyond the window assistance, you should meet the section officer in room number 5, Mr. Ayaz Ahmed, who is very cordial and always helpful. Let's go upstairs in the administrative building and see the college seminar room. This is where you will organize and attend seminars and lectures as part of your course and various co-curricular activities. Now allow me to take you to the most significant office in the college, the principal's office. You may have a chance to visit this place during 3 years of your college time. Here we have the administrative officer whose permission is required to visit the principal. When you enter the principal's office, you should request the receptionist for an appointment with the principal and then wait for your turn. While you wait to meet the principal, spend your time checking these laurels on the wall. This will tell you a lot about some wonderful achievements of our college in the previous years. As you have familiarized yourself with the college, be ready to visit the campus and have a great college experience ahead. Good luck!
Thank you, Professor Tuteja, for this virtual tour. Now, let me invite the protagonist of this program, Professor Muhammad Arif, who is convener of BA Program Committee. He will speak about BA Program courses, framework, course scheme, number of papers to be studied, GE and SEC papers. Now, let me introduce him. Professor Dr. Muhammad Arif is Professor of Mathematics at Zakir Hussain Delhi College. His convenership of BA Program Committee and Workload Committee is among his countless contributions to the corporate life of our educational institution. True to the ethos of Mathematics Department of our college that had such distinguished faculty members as Master Ramchandra, Professor Arif has played a central role in the academic growth of BA Program students and taken initiatives for improving their stay in the college. I invite Professor Arif to address BA Program students. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Dr. Muhammad Arif, convener BA program. Dear fresher, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Zakir Hussain Delhi College. Students, I wish to congratulate each of you first on having secured college place and second for having the good sense to choose to study in the Zakir Hussain Delhi College. The Zakir Hussain Delhi College puts the students at the center of everything it does. Your experience here at Zakir Hussain Delhi College and your success is important to each and every member of the staff who works here. Your arrival at Zakir Hussain Delhi College marks a new chapter in the story in your life. But this chapter is a bit different. The preceding chapter were largely written by others, your parents, guardians, families, teachers, and the like. Now you will be the principal author of the next chapter. You have the opportunity to determine the direction, the plot, and the tempo of your story. There are so many things said my principal ma'am. Now I want to say something about your course which you have chosen, BA program. So BA program is a famous course in Delhi University. Course allows you an opportunity to study various combination of subjects like English, Hindi, political science, economics, and history. For students who are still confused about future prospects of this course, here are some career avenues one can go for. After graduation from BA program, most of students go for further studies like post-graduation in course B.Ed or MA. There are a number of opportunities after MA in education. Another postgraduate degree that studies goes for is MBA. MBA offers you jobs in private and government financial institutes. If candidates have studied subjects like English, Hindi, history, and political science in graduation, they can help in making a career in field of law also. Master in professional courses like hotel management, fashion designing, mass communication, and journalism or social work can open door toward more career avenue. Decision to pursue any of them should entirely depend on interest of candidate. A BA graduate can also look for computer certified courses. Many certifications like web designing, animation, Corel, Draw, etc. can help you in getting job profession in media industry, where can you use your skill for IT industries, where you can help in terms of graphics and web designing. This course also quite popular among those interested in civil services. So this was the opportunity or career counseling which you can do after complete your BA program. So many others, but this will be the little. Now I know that you are very excited to know about your syllabus and timetable. So let's start about your syllabus. Now you will see there are some slides. First we will explain structure of BA program. So please be careful about now. There are so many queries about the structure of the BA program. So please listen carefully. Now see structure of the syllabus. It means you will study the 24 total papers, in which 12 papers called the core paper, which are as 2 papers of English, 2 papers of MIL. MIL means Modern Indian Languages. So in core course there are 12 papers, 2 papers English, 2 papers MIL, 4 papers discipline 1 and 4 papers discipline 2. Ability enhancement compulsory courses, there are 2 papers. This is the distribution of 24 papers. These are the distribution of 24 papers, means 12 core courses, 2 ability enhancement compulsory course which is called AECC. 4 paper are skill enhancement course which is called the SEC. 4 paper of discipline specific elective which is called the DSE, and 2 paper is called the general elective which is EGE. So this is the 24 papers which you have studied in 6 semester. So next slide please. So this is the structure of the semester 1. Other papers like skill enhancement, discipline, yani SEC, DSCG, you will study in second year and third year. So we will concentrate now in only first year, because this is the orientation only first year. And when you will reach the in second year or third year, I will again orientate to you, but now this time is only for first year. So you know that there are 2 semesters for first year. Semester 1 core paper, there will be 3 core paper in which 2 discipline, 1 language which is called the English or MIL, and AECC there will be English communication or MIL, This will be the first semester, and semester 2 in AECC you will be studied environmental science instead of language. Next slide, please. Now see the example. This is very clear for you. This is the semester 1. Suppose in first year college divide the student in two groups. You are seeing here group 1 and group 2. In first year college divide the student in two groups. So you will be either Mr. X or Mr. Y. Like suppose you are Mr. X or you are Mr. Y. If you are Mr. X, then you will be in group 1, and if you are Mr. Y, then you will be the group 2. Okay. If you are Mr. X, then you will study 3 core paper like history discipline 1, pole science discipline 2. These are the 2 discipline paper as we have said in first slide, and 1 language which is English. These are the core paper. So there are 3 core papers. Which one? History, pole science and English. This will be study Mr. X. One student Mr. X. And then this will be study 3 core paper which is called the history discipline 1, political science discipline 2 and English as a language. These 3 core paper, and one will be you will take AECC. Now Mr. X will take this one. If in core language he will study English, then AECC he will study MIL, which is Hindi, Urdu and so on. So this is the Mr. X, and there are little bit change in Mr. Y. The discipline courses will be the same, history, political science, and now the core language will be changed for Mr. Y. Now he will be study MIL, and in AECC he will be study English communication. So this is the little change of between Mr. X and Mr. Y. Mr. X and Mr. Y have the same paper in discipline, but core language Mr. X studied English while Mr. Y studied MIL. And AECC Mr. X will be study MIL and Mr. Y study in AECC is English communication. This is also a language course in English communication. So this is the first semester. Now you will reach in semester second semester. Then what will be here? Mr. X have the same discipline courses. Discipline 1 as a history, political science discipline 2. Now what will be here? In core language Mr. X will have MIL and AECC will be environmental science for both group, either group 1 or group 2. So if you are in group 1, then Mr. X will be study 3 core paper. Again the same thing is there. One is discipline which is called the history, second discipline which is called the political science, and third core paper. Now he will study core language which is called the MIL, like Hindi, Urdu and so on. And AECC, all that either group 1 and group 2 will be study environmental science, but there are little change. What you are seeing there is the change. Group A, Mr. X in core course will study MIL, while in group 2 Mr. Y will study in core language as a English. So this is the interchange only from first semester to second semester. In first semester Mr. X will be study core language as a English and Mr. Y will be study MIL. In second semester this will be interchange. Mr. X will be study core language as a MIL and Mr. Y will be studies as a English in core MIL, and AECC both group will be study environmental science. So these are the structure of your syllabus for first year only. Then you will come in second year and third year. I will be explain again your structure. Okay. Now This is your timetable. This is a very I can say little bit confusion here, but when you will go in classes, your teachers also will be defined, you will describe your timetable. But in general, the timetable of a BA program, you will see that in first period, this will be start from 8:40 to 9:40. In these, our classes will be engaged for AECC, which I have already told to you that in AECC, this is the only first semester timetable. So there is no question of about AVS, environmental science. There will be only languages, because in first semester, all students will studies in AECC only language. Either will be English communication or Hindi, Urdu, and MIL, other MIL. So first period devoted to AECC for all students, either वो English students English communication study or Hindi, Urdu, or any other. Second period goes to core course for language. Either this is MIL or this will be the English, Hindi. Now, please don't be confused about the language, because there are two types courses in your iCard or your portal. One is discipline, second is language. For example, if any student have English as a discipline, so this will be also study English in core paper and also study in AECC. In AECC, English called the English communication, but there will be 3 paper. So please don't be confused about discipline, your core course, your AECC. This will be right in your iCard or in your portal, which is your discipline, which is your AECC, which is your core course. So if you have if you chosen discipline as a English as a discipline, so discipline will be the same discipline. There will be different syllabus for discipline, for core course, for AECC, but name will be the English. So please don't be confused all the college, and I am confident that you will find it an immensely rewarding experience. Thank you very much. Now go to the Mr. Afzal.
Thank you, Arif sir, for explaining the structure of BA program course. I'm sure your presentation has cleared whatever confusion they had regarding BA program. But I'm sure students they still have some queries regarding courses and regarding classes and accommodation. And Abdul, as I told you in the morning, students have a barrage of questions regarding these issues. They are really eager to attend offline classes. All of us are tired of sitting at home. Do you have any idea as to when the college will open for offline classes? And if the students can visit college now? Kindly explain.
Okay. Good afternoon, Afzal and Dr. Arif, Dr. Tuteja, and Dr. Dheeraj Kumar, and Dr. Sudhi Gupta, and Principal Ma'am. We have information that the university is seriously considering reopening the campus, but not yet. So the students will have to attend online classes as of now. The college will not be opening for regular classes. But for the attending online classes, the college will issue each and every student login details. The college organizes online classes through Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is a Microsoft technology which offers both a mobile app and a desktop software. So students can install Microsoft Office or Microsoft Teams in their mobile phone or in their laptop, and then attend classes. So when they get the college login ID for the Microsoft Teams, which will be available to them through their BA program coordinators and through their, they will be informed it through from the college through website or otherwise. And when they get that, and this will be done in the next 2-3 days, till then the orientation process will continue because admissions are still on. So once they get their login details, they can log into MS Teams, where each and every teacher who teaches them in a particular semester will have already added them to their respective classrooms in the MS Teams. So when they log in, they will see the classrooms. So they have to have one smart device, either a smartphone or an iPod or a laptop or a personal computer. They have to have a good internet connection, which can run for 4 to 5 hours a day, and they will get the login details for MS Teams from the college. So that's all set for the online classes. But sooner or later, we are expecting to hear from the university that colleges will reopen for offline classes, and we are all waiting to go back to our classrooms and meet our students in the real classroom.
So Abdul, so let me explain it. So you're saying the students need to have a smartphone, and they need
either of the smart device, either a smartphone or an iPod or a laptop.
And they need to have access to net, and then they will be provided
good quality internet.
Good quality net. After that, they will be provided with login credentials. So they install MS Teams app, and they log in. And then you're saying that they will be able to see the classrooms that the teachers have created for them.
Yes.
Right? And
because each teacher, when they get the attendance sheet, they will create a classroom for, say, for instance, if I am teaching English discipline, when I get the attendance list, I will create a classroom for English discipline and add all the students who are part of the English discipline batch into that classroom. And when the student who is part of my class logins to the MS Teams account, which he or she got, they can see that I have already added them to the classroom. So they can attend classes from there.
Yeah. So when they see the calendar, that also serves as their timetable, because they
exactly. Yeah. And if you have a mobile app, and even if it's on a laptop, MS Teams has a facility. When a meeting starts in your account, then it gives you a notification. So if a class starts at 8:40, if I start a class at 8:40, all students who are part of my classroom will get a notification on their mobile phone or their computer, provided they are logged in, they are online, they have to be online. And then they'll get a notification. So they can just see that a meeting started, then they just click in, and then they are in the class.
All right. So thank you for explaining that. So as you know, there's so many outstation students who have taken admission in a college. And so does a college provide them any hostel facility?
Sorry, we don't have a hostel in the college. However, students, दिल्ली वाले के तो बात ठीक है, दिल्ली वाले को हॉस्टल की जरूरत नहीं है, दिल्ली और मे बी गाजियाबाद और गुड़गांव एरिया से आने वाले बच्चा, लेकिन जो बाहर से आ रहे हैं, दिल्ली के बाहर से, मे बी स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम केरला, स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम नॉर्थ ईस्ट, स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम बंगाल, फ्रॉम कश्मीर, फ्रॉम गुजरात, फ्रॉम राजस्थान, so those students would require hostel facilities, accommodations in the city. But the thing is, college does not provide hostel for either for boys or girls. But the students can apply for university hostel facilities. University has multiple hostels in the North Campus, so they can apply for that. And whatever paperwork is required for the same, we will provide. Say, be it a bona fide certificate or a copy of iCard or a certification from the principal's office, that we will provide. The college will provide. However, most students, have been opting to find their own stay. Like the PGs, shared flat, etc., etc. So say, for instance, if 5 students are coming from one single region in Bengal, they can, together find a flat and, share that accommodation and maybe cook their own food. So that then will not come to a huge amount of expenditure, say, so students usually go for such options, they share flat on rent or they go for PGs, But they can, of course, apply for university hostels. जिसमें safety थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, but otherwise Delhi is always open for anybody who is coming from outside, and Delhi welcomes people well. And another thing is सारा department में orientation में seniors को बुलाया गया और बात भी हुआ है, तो students as they start online classes now. And before the offline starts, maybe the teachers can also connect them with some senior students of the BA program. So and most of them might know their seniors also. So there's always an interaction with the senior students that happens, especially because of college union and all. So the college union might get in touch with all the newly admitted students. So there will certainly be guidance from the seniors side for their accommodation facilities.
Yeah, because they need to be cautious while looking for
Exactly.
accommodation in
Exactly.
Delhi.
It has to be safe and secure.
Has to be safe and
And like we have been having students from outside Delhi all the time, and so far there hasn't been any cases, incidents of insecurity that has been reported by our students. Even when Delhi witnessed worse situations, our students have always been safe. So I think most of the accommodation they provide on rent, etc., are safer ones with reference to security, as far as security is concerned.
And even though Arif sir's presentation has already cleared all confusion, but just to see it from a student's point of view, I still need to ask a couple of questions regarding SEC and GA courses. So what are skill enhancement courses, and how many SEC papers students have to study in BA program, and how do students fill the option form for SEC?
Okay. The SEC is a skill enhancement course. These are specialized courses. Most of them are even skill-based courses in the sense that a value addition to the degree course that they take, and more often these are career-based courses as well. Something that is directly linked to a professional area, like for instance, if it's about translation, a skill enhancement course of translation, and then it's directly linked to a professional area. If it's on academic writing, it's directly linked to if it's accounting, it's directly linked to a professional area. So most of the skill enhancement courses are linked to professions, professional domains, and that's value addition. So in BA program, students have 4 SEC papers, skill enhancement papers, starting from their 3rd semester. So now that they are in the first year, they don't have to worry, because their skill enhancement courses are from 3rd semester, 4th semester, 5th semester, 6th semester. So there are 4 skill enhancement courses. And the generic elective paper is an interdisciplinary paper, so they can opt from a variety of courses offered by most of all our departments, because they are basically humanities. So they can opt from humanities and social sciences, and that again will give them an added advantage of again adding more value to their already diverse degree course, which in itself has a double domain. So for instance, if a student is doing be a program with English and political science, the student can go for GE in history. So history is also added to opportunity for them. And we offer a variety of courses, because it's not like one course is given to students. Students are given the opportunity to opt for courses. The academic supervisory committee notifies before every semester. A notice comes where students can fill in their options. So there will be a list of courses offered by different departments, and rules and regulations for and guidelines for opting these courses, and where they can opt for a course. So, and then the course will be allotted to them, based on preferences and priorities. So it's what you call SEC is, while SEC is a value addition, G is a domain addition to the course.
Is there a deadline for the submission of option form for SEC and G?
Exactly. Always there will be a deadline, but at least 10 to 15 days are given by the committee, so that all students can think well before submitting their options, and even discuss with teachers in different departments. Yes.
So what happens if a student misses the deadline?
Well, if the student misses the deadline, then the students might not get the chance to exercise
the choice.
His or her choice. The office will allot a course, which, say for instance, if a student wanted to study English GE paper and the student gets economics or political science GE paper, then it's not of his choice or her choice. So it's always wise to focus on the college website, look for notices, and fill the option forms before deadline ends.
So they will. So you're saying they will end up getting a course that they may not want to study, and
exactly.
So therefore, it's better to be careful.
Always advisable
to fill the option form
on time.
On time, all right. And so this brings us to the conclusion of the program. Now I request Mr. Abdul Hamid to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Afzal. So that brings us to the conclusion of today's orientation sessions. And let me now deliver the official vote of thanks. This event has been possible with the help of a lot of people, students and teachers. We have the team of teachers headed by Professor G.S. Tuteja, under the guidance of our principal, Professor Sangeeta Pandita. And I thank Professor Tuteja for supervising and guiding us, and Professor Sangeeta Pandita always giving her valuable suggestions to putting together this program. Professor Muhammad Arif, who has wonderfully prepared PPTs and the BA program orientation. I thank him for his timely intervention and where he has cleared almost all doubts of students, for their BA program course. We have Dr. Dheeraj Kumar Singh from the Department of Mathematics, who has been wonderfully managing our live show. The technical support has been wonderful without any glitches at any time. He has been unflinching in his technical support. And my dear colleague, Dr. Muhammad Afzal, who has agreed to host this event on a short notice. And I'm sure, he has done a wonderful job. We have managed event throughout the day since morning without any technical glitches. Wonderful, technical support from the college technical staff. We were afraid of the Wi-Fi connectivity, but they have smoothly ensured that everything runs smooth without any disruptions. All our students who have joined this program online, they are watching, hundreds of them are watching the live streaming. Thank you all, and all our teachers who have timely submitted the reports, the links, all the TICs, and will always be open and available for our students, to clear their further queries, ensure that classes are held on, students get the timetables and the class links on time. I thank them all. Thank you all once again, and let's call it a day.